Hey everybody, it's Shawn Jardine here from Corcoran Platinum Living in Scottsdale. Today we're going to talk about the cool little town of Cave Creek and what it's like to live there. So stick around and we'll get started right now. The town of Cave Creek is broken into two sections, essentially. The northern part is the real quaint little town that you've all heard about, with kind of a western flair, a little bit artsy, eclectic, lots of horse properties in that area, and a local population that is fiercely protective of their little town. Local development in the town has been limited a little bit by the residents, and probably for good reason. They don't want a bunch of chains and big box stores coming into their town. So for that reason, they tend to vote down a lot of new properties and expansion that wants to come into the area. That way it keeps its cuteness and charm that makes all of us want to go hang out there. Lots of cool locally owned bars, restaurants, shops. Even if you don't live in Cave Creek, it's a cool place to spend an afternoon or an evening checking out all that it has to offer. The area is pretty busy around the main road, which is Cave Creek Road. But once you get off the beaten track and head north into the subdivisions, you'll see a lot of unique properties. Every home is custom built for the lot and for the area. Some are contemporary, some have a western flair, lots of adobe style, and most of the homes, if not all, will have a stucco exterior, which is very common here in the desert. The town is a place for active living, whether it's hiking, biking, walking, eating, drinking, you name it, they have it. This is a great place to live. Home prices start now about in the 500s and go up into the millions. Just depends on what amenities you have. Do you have acreage? Do you have horse facilities? Maybe barns, arenas, that kind of thing. That's going to add to your price. But if you just want a single family home, there are plenty to choose from. Right now, though, they go fast. Good properties under $1 million, and really some over $1 million, are not staying on the market more than a few days. So it's good to do your homework and do your research and kind of scope out what you want and where you want, so when the right one comes along, you're ready to jump on it. Several good school options in Cave Creek, public school through the Cave Creek Unified School District, and also several charter schools to choose from. So you have lots of different options from kindergarten through 12th grade, and something to fit every need for your kids. Now let's talk about what's really cool in Cave Creek, aside from the real estate. There are several big community parks slash preserves. When I think of a park, I think of a neighborhood grassy area with a baseball field. No, these are big open space parks with acres and acres. The Cave Creek Regional Park, for instance, has over 2,900 acres reserved just for open space. Lots of trails where you can hike, you can walk, you can ride your horse, and beautiful, beautiful views from that area, and it's preserved until the end of time. Horses are a big part of Cave Creek life, and it's not uncommon to see somebody riding their horse down the street through town, and then they might even tie it up on the rail at the local coffee shop. I have actually seen that. So you'll have a guy in a Harley, you'll have a guy on a horse, and then a guy in a Ferrari. I've actually seen all three at the local Johnny's coffee shop. So quite a collection. But if you're a horse lover, you can certainly have a horse property on acreage, big or small, with all the amenities, barns, arenas, ranging from just a small shelter to a big barn. Also, if you don't have horse facilities at your home, there are several places nearby where you can board your horses. It's really a cool thing, and again, sticking with that Western theme that we all love in Cave Creek, it just seems to fit. The other area that's a part of Cave Creek lies to the south, and that's where some people call the Faux Creekers to live. And really, it's Cave Creek for post office purposes, but really you're part of Phoenix. So you don't get to vote in Cave Creek elections. So if you care about that, then you'll want to live to the north. But if you want more affordable, typical suburban area, Tatum Ranch, Dove Valley Ranch might be for you. These are two large planned subdivisions. Tatum Ranch has a private golf club that you can join. Dove Valley Ranch has a public golf course that you can play at. Both are very nice. There are grocery stores, shops nearby, and you're close to main roads if you work to the south and you want to commute to work. The HOAs in these neighborhoods are there, but they're very light. You might pay $36 a month, essentially to cover the cost of the management and common area maintenance. So not a bad deal as opposed to other areas that we see that might be in the hundreds of dollars per month for dues. So really a good deal. Home prices there start in the high 300s and go up maybe to the 700s. So very affordable for homes. Some have a pool, some don't, just depends on your preference. So really a good option for people who still want to have the Cave Creek flavor, be close to all the cute restaurants and shops and stuff, but don't want to live in the city. So think of that as a good option. I get so many inquiries, calls, emails, you name it, about the Cave Creek area. If you have an interest in living there or just want to check it out and compare to other areas, be sure and click the link below and we can set a time to chat and I can tell you everything that I know. Houses there are selling quickly because it is so popular. So it might be worth a trip to check it out or call me. I'll send you some video, whatever works for you. Thanks for sticking with me to the end today. I hope that you'll subscribe and click the little bell so that you get notified every week when I post a new video.